Safety made the tackle.
Absolutely nowhere.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jameis to throw it. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punked the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jameis again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Winston. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Winston now to throw on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Go, go. Pop. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Go. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Better bring it. You better bring it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's get in that roll. Take 4. Take 4.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Whip. Watch the whip. Tighten up. Tighten up. Echo. Press down.
Looking to throw. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Here we go. 15 on it. Watch the 22. Check. Over. 22. Check. Down. Check. Look. Check.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jameis now on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Winston now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Follow. At 25 to Mike.
To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to over. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Stay with your man. At 25 to Mike. Come on. Sunday. Green, triple T. Let's set. Get wide.
They'll throw again. Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Flip it. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25. At 25 to Mike. Easy. You don't want none, baby. You don't want to go.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. To throw again on second down. Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
At 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. Who that? Who that? 5-0. We got 25. We own that.
Play fake. Winston. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. First down, Winston. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Kill. Shift. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist. Alert flare, flare. It's roughed up, it's roughed.
He's got the first down and more past midfield.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And down to the 16-yard line. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 16-yard line.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Jameis now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They come up now third and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Winston. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught by OBJ.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the red zone now, Winston. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. On second down now. It's Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on second and 2, it's now third and 1. From the gun, Winston. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bring it. Bring it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Match box. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Ship. Watch the ship.
Right back to Drake. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Check, 43.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Winston. It's caught. Beckham. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Winston on fourth down. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Wait. Switch gears. Switch gears. Montez
throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch left, watch left.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
36. Check 99. Check 99.
And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Carlson missed it. Hold it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
You got nothing today.
On 1st and 10, Winston. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 25 to Mike.
Jameis now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Winston. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, 35 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Texans 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Shift. Squeeze. Check 6 guys.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Ready.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Drake. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Raiders, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I pray on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me,